Are steelbooks even worth it in 2025? In today's physical media news topic video, we talk about the pros of collecting steelbooks. We get into a massive rant on why steelbooks are now way overrated and you should rethink about buying another one again. And of course, we talk about the future of collecting steelbooks. Are they really a great investment or just a waste of time and money? Well, let's get into this. But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, whether it's steelbooks, slipcovers, Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, you are in the right spot, my mega collecting friend. Go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media news topic video breaks. Of course, leave in the comments below, do you think steelbooks are now overrated? So starting off positive here with the physical media news. Why are steelbooks so darn popular? Well, it's a good reason or multiple reasons. Steelbooks are fun to collect. The artwork designs for a lot of steelbooks these days are absolutely incredible, especially when they get, a newly commissioned artwork from an amazing artist to really design a steelbook with the fans in mind. You can get some great artwork designs on these steelbooks so they look amazing when you pull them off the shelf or if you display them on a wall, or at least even the spines usually are pretty darn cool. And then when you open them up, a really good design steelbook has an amazing artwork inside as well. And so steelbooks can look fantastic and add to the overall collecting experience. And that's really cool. I think that's how steelbooks got to be so popular. You would see a movie you absolutely love, the movie you were a big fan of, and you saw that, wow, that looks incredible, that steelbook design alone. So to get it because of a movie I love, to get that extra little art piece with it, that extra little collectability, that was not a bad reason to pick up a steelbook, especially when the steelbooks weren't that expensive way back when. I mean, you used to be able to find some of these steelbooks in Best Buy for around like 20 bucks or so. Now that's a pretty darn good deal if you ask me. Artwork piece for that price, not a bad setup at all. And so during those times of when steelbooks really got popular, I loved collecting steelbooks. Of course, I have tons of steelbooks in my collection, especially like when Lionsgate had those cheap steelbooks. Well, the price was cheap, but the artwork was incredible. They would even have those like plastic slip covers on them, and they would still be under $25, like 22, 23 bucks. Oh my gosh, I love steelbooks like that because once again, they were awesome collectible art pieces, especially if they were like limited editions, true limited editions where there was only a certain amount of them. So it was just a cool collectible item. If you got it, you were like, oh wow, I got this cool limited edition like art piece with this movie. I absolutely love. Those were the best times to collect steelbooks. So some people kind of got on that steelbook train and then they never got off the steelbook train. And that's how steelbooks even got more and more popular. People would show off those steelbooks online. People got obsessed with steelbooks. They're like, I got to buy every single steelbook out there now. And then steelbook prices just started to rise up. And now we got to get into a massive rant on why steelbooks now are completely overrated in 2025 and why we should reconsider buying them in the future. So let's get into that. So time for a massive steelbook rant. Yes, we're going to rant on these steelbooks hardcore right now because steelbooks are not perfect and they're not meant for everybody. You don't need to buy a steelbook for every single darn movie out there. That's why these prices have gotten out of control. That's why Disney releases steelbooks now at $70 price points because people still buy them. I mean, these steelbooks sell out now. I mean, those Deadpool and Wolverine steelbooks were selling like hotcakes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, people are buying them at that price. What the heck? A Willow steelbook for that price? Oh my gosh. And people were buying this stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are cray out there to get these steelbooks at these prices. And are you even a massive fan of the movie? Some people will just buy the most expensive edition no matter what, which is now these big 4K steelbooks. They're super overpriced. And maybe the movie inside isn't that great. Maybe even the transfer quality, the disc isn't that outstanding, but they're just buying it for the steelbook casing. So now the casing, the packaging has become more important than the movie itself. Now that's in cray world, but that's the world we are living in now. I'm like, really? Wow, I thought movies were the main focus. And yes, the cool packaging was an awesome added addition, awesome added just little layer of protection, a cool design. Like it was just the gravy on the top. But now people now say, hey, no, that's the main reason to collect it. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What? I thought it was the movies first and then the packaging. And now it's all switched around. And I'm like, this is getting out of hand because now they're just trying to release everything to 4K steelbooks at super expensive prices. And guess what? They're still selling out. Oh my gosh. And then you get into the reseller market, and that's even more insane. People buy up these steelbooks because they know, hey, people will buy them out there and they resell them for these crazy prices. You look at the Kingdom of Heaven steelbook, I was shopping for it online, and oh my gosh, on eBay, like a cheap one, it was like $150. What the heck? Are you serious right now? Who is buying this for $150 for just a 4K steelbook? And the design's kind of, it's all right. But really, just to get that movie, and then I look up a Blu-ray on eBay, and it's under $15. So Blu-ray for under $15 or 150 4K steelbook. What are you gonna buy today? That is just wild to me that actually, you know what, more people are just wanting to go after that 4K steelbook. I don't get it. Once again, it shouldn't the movie itself be the main priority? Yes, if you can get it with a cool steelbook at a reasonable price, then fine. But the trend we see right now is just everything is super fancy, expensive steelbooks. Even Lionsgate, where they had the great value steelbooks back in the day at Best Buy, now they're freaking overpriced. They have their limited Lionsgate line on their website, and they come out to be like $50, $60. I'm like, oh my gosh, heck no, I ain't gonna buy these movies. And some of those movies I actually really like, but I'm not gonna pay for those prices. I'll wait for a sale if they do have one. So why are these steelbooks so popular these days? I don't get it. I know people are trying to keep up with the Joneses and just have the fanciest editions out there to try to show them offline. Be like, hey, look at this! I got a cool fancy steelbook. Woo! No, not about that life for me. Unfortunately, I think the steelbooks have got out of hand. So now I'm more focused on collecting the movie itself. And if I can get the packaging at a cheap enough price, then cool, extra bonus. That's the gravy. But if the steelbook's just outrageously priced, I'm not going to buy it then. Like I said, I'll be patient. Maybe it'll get to a sale or a deal. And if it doesn't, I miss out on it, then I miss out on it. As simple as that. But these steelbook prices now freaking sicken me. And people being obsessed with these expensive 4K steelbooks. Why? I don't get it. Please explain to me in the comments below why this obsession is there. But now let's talk about the future. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these steelbooks are a great investment. Let's get into that next. But now let's talk about the future. Are steelbooks the best investment of all time for physical media collectors? No, they are not. Now, I know what you're going to say. Hey, steelbooks often, keep some value. Sometimes you can sell them for more down the road, and that's totally true if you're about that. But come on, I'm tired of all this reselling garbage and all that. Can we just enjoy the movies, collect the movies that we want to pick up, and leave those other ones for people that are big fans of those movies? I'd rather see that out there, of course. But if you're just talking about, once again, from an investment standpoint, right? You're just buying everything 4K steelbook, and then you're gonna, later down the line try to sell them off. Well, what happens if once again there's a new format introduced, or that format loses popularity? Or a new steelbook of that same movie gets introduced. Now that steelbook's more popular, right? And then wasn't really limited before, right? There's all those factors that come into play where it's like, really, is it a good investment strategy to invest in 4K steelbooks? I don't think so. I don't think that's how we should approach collecting, right? I think we should collect for the love of the movies. We want to get the movies into the collection so we have it on the disc, so they last a long time, so we can play them without them being censored, and we just have them available, right? So they don't disappear like a digital might. I think that should be the main focus. Let's get back to the movie itself being on the physical disc itself. And then around that, the packaging is just an extra bonus, right? So if there's a steelbook you absolutely love, I mean, you love the design, you love the movie itself, it's going to be one of your favorites of all time, then I could see maybe, giving that little extra cheddar for that release, but to get everything 4K Steelbook day one because you just want to keep it up with just having everything, the fanciest, schmanciest editions for it to be a future investment because you think you're going to get your money back or whatnot. I just don't think that's the way to play it, at least not for me. Now, you, of course, spend your money how you want. If you want to buy everything 4K Steelbook, you got the funds to do so. You're not going into debt, just having a fun time with it. Cool, go for it. Why not? You spend how you want to spend. But for me, just some tips, some strategies. I would say collect what you really want to collect for the movies you absolutely love and are passionate about. And once again, it's okay to get stuff just standard edition, right? You don't always need a steelbook. You can get Blu-rays. You don't need always the 4K steelbooks, okay? Like sometimes that other stuff is better to go after anyway because you can really build up a collection with even more movies you love than with just a handful of super, super expensive editions, especially if you don't care about those movies as much. Why the heck are you buying them? It just doesn't make sense at that point. But once again, those are just my thoughts right now. Maybe this changes in a month or a year down the road. But I gotta hear from you guys. Do you guys love buying steelbooks right now? What type of editions do you go after? Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. Let's respond positively to each other. Let's get some movie dialogue going. That's how we grow this channel in 2025. Once again, if you haven't already, mega smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media news topic video posts. And of course, you love this physical media topic. Have a great day watching and talking the movies, and then mega smash another video and watch our way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.